Hello everyone. Welcome to another Insta Live. I'm just waiting for a few seconds for others to join. Hello everyone who all have joined this session. So if you already have joined, you know me. My name is Jyoti Pandey, and just a little bit about myself. Coming from 15 years corporate background, I understand the struggle of corporate professionals who feel stuck and stagnant in their career, and they would love to feel empowered both in their personal and professional life. Working on these issues is where I do my best. Now, today, the topic of conversation is really interesting. This is about communication, which is really crucial for your professional growth. So, for this, I have with me my friend. Just a moment, I'm just going to invite her. Just hold on. That's the technical aspect of Instagram. I'm getting a prompt that she's unable to join. In the meanwhile, hello everyone who all have joined. Hi, Najma.
Yes, hi everyone. How are you? Thank you
Yeah,
first of
so hello
all for
everyone
inviting.
who thank you for joining this Insta Live. And today I was talking about the topic of conversation is gonna be communication and how crucial is communication for you in your professional setup. So Najma, last 3 to 4 days, I had a discussion with a lot of my prospects, and the only hindrance that I can see is they are comfortable in speaking, right? But the problem is they did not have enough environment, maybe at home or their workplace. They did not get an opportunity, and that is one thing that is holding them back. So, welcome, Najma, to this Insta Live. I would like you to introduce a little bit about yourself.
Yes, hi Jyoti. Thank you for inviting me. Hi everyone who is watching. I
Yes, we
also
can hear
have a work
you.
experience in corporate as a corporate trainer. I have worked for more than 15 years of good corporate experience. And the only thing I observed from there is I used to train the entry level executives who were graduates, but the only thing they were lacking was good and effective communication. They know English. Only thing they don't have the confidence to speak properly, or there was some setback in themselves that how they should speak or what they should speak. They do not know proper business English and how they should express their ideas. So in that stage, they will either not grow in their career or their careers become more stagnant. So this is how I am solving the problem after I left my corporate job. I am the owner of my own company, which is Najma Sharif Academy, and wherein I impart English language skills and communication skills along with other personality development. And overall, I'll enhance my candidates to become, grow in their career. So what I have observed is I went and took a survey. I went to a lot of schools, universities, colleges, and I went and spoke to thousands of students. The only question is they are so fearful for their career. Their career seems no, they have a lot of they are too skeptical about their futures, like how they should go to, which job they should take, or what career choices they have to make. And additionally, they have this, everyone were so comfortable in their native tongue that the only hindrance is their English communication. Then I spoke to multiple teachers as well. And what I found is the teachers are lacking the speaking skills. When they want to communicate something, they prefer, to explain. The only aim of there is that students should understand the subject properly. So they speak in their comfortable native tongue and they explain the subject. Rather, they are not themselves are not preferring English communication as
That's
the
so true.
medium for imparting education. So I have first enrolled multiple teachers in my courses. My courses are going on right now. I have teachers batch where I teach them proper communication skills in English so that it is helping them to communicate with their students. So this is one
Mm-hmm.
segment what I do.
Wow. So that's very briefly described about yourself, Najma. So
Yes.
basically, that's exactly what is happening with corporate world as well. So there are a lot of associates, a lot of managers who have this fear of whether I may sound incorrect or I did not get an opportunity. So I'll tell you a little bit. We have been blessed to work in that environment wherein everyone is talking the language. But when we talk about how do you feel confident? What will make you feel confident? It is like I'll just share an analogy. You have a beautiful car, maybe a Mercedes or an Audi. You have the keys of the car, but you have learned the driving as well, going to driving school. But till the time you will not take that car on road, you will not have life experience. So that's what exactly is stopping us to grow in our corporate world as well, in our professional life as well. And that is the reason while interacting with a lot of corporates and they are so hesitant about how do I share this? What people will think. All right, so that's a notion that is going on the market. And to everyone, that made me connect with Najma to see how we can, educate or how we can help these professionals to sound more confident in their day-to-day life in their corporate world. And that is the reason Najma is interested in telling you and teaching you how to be confident with the thing that you already have. Maybe in your purse, the car keys, you have it in your purse, you have it in your bag, it at your home, sitting there doing nothing. That's exactly the language English. And also, Najma, I would like to just highlight this. Right now, I'm in Africa, and the native language in Africa is Swahili. However, Swahili, I don't know Swahili for sure, but English is the language with which I have been able to survive in this country. And next month, I'm also visiting Rwanda. So, English is such a language that will not help you grow professionally, but you will be able to impact lives all over the world. And Najma, one thing that I have seen is people make a hype of English. I am not sure why. Can you share with
Yes.
your experience why it is such a hype?
See, I'll tell you very rightly pointed out. Let me clarify on this aspect as well. Firstly, I would like to share my experience in the corporate. So, see, for people only concentrate, or the rather the students, or if job seekers only concentrate on acquiring technical skills, they, if communication is available with them, then also they will not give much preference to them. They feel that just learn grammar, write, and get passing marks in exam. Only theory part they learn. The practical implementation they have not studied, not even practiced. As you told, how driving car or swimming, for example. So swimming
Mm-hmm.
can't be learned by theory. You have to get into the pool to experience swimming. Similarly with speaking English. So the theoretical aspect they are very well know from clearing the exams. But when it comes to interview, the your technical skills you have to project it to the interviewer, to the employer. How, what is the value you are adding to the company? I have seen candidates who are very good with technical aspects, but when it comes to communication, they have been rejected from the interviews, in from the HR round, just that they could not communicate. Then when we asked, I contacted a lot of HRs I know personally. What they told is they have US clients, UK clients. You know what? The Indians are preferred everywhere for job roles because Indians can speak English. We have this advantage and we should utilize it for our benefit. Because all in US, people prefer to hire Indians because language is not a barrier as compared to other Asian countries, for example, Japan, China, and Korea, for example, because they prefer their own native tongue. So when it comes to language, the interviewer what they told was, so if my engineer is very good with his technical skills, however, when he cannot communicate in English to my US clients, then how can I hire him? This was put across to me from a reputed HR. So this should be understood by the job seekers or anyone who want to grow in their career. Do not stop yourself for you are weak in English should not be a one hindrance for your career growth. For that itself, I am helping multiple people throughout. You will not believe, I have doctors, I have lawyers in my batches who are now learning in English so that they can grow in their career. Like I have a lawyer from Gujarat who is now pursuing with me, and the hand holding support which we are providing to him. He himself has shared his experience, saying that he want to grow to high court from his lower court, and he want to scale his career to up to Supreme Court. So how will he reach there? He has hindrance of English communication. I have another entrepreneur. He wants to learn communication skills only to project his business to multiple people throughout the globe. So how will your career or your business grow without you being good with communication? Whatever your ideas are there, your feelings are there, if you cannot express it in a meaningful, proper sentences which make sense, how will the other person even understand you or understand your product? Even in relationships, in everywhere, as you told, you are surviving in South Africa only because of English language. What if you do not know English? Then it would have been difficult. The Swahili is such a difficult language. How will you learn all of a
Yes.
sudden? And so this is all about my journey and my experience, how I am contributing to people now. So it's never too late to take the first step and learn English. People always have this more notion, saying that they have this limiting belief, rather saying that English is very difficult. I have never come across any other easy language except English. Any
Yes.
other native tongue of India, if you take any language from India, especially South India, I hail from South India, rather it is difficult. English has only 25, 26 alphabet, and it is very, very easy to learn English.
So
We are there to help you, guide you, support you.
So very
Yes.
nicely explained, Najma, as you discussed about lawyers. Being a lawyer myself and work started with the High Court Calcutta was a big thing only because people used to in lower courts, in any lower court, if you see they have the language is the local language of that particular city. So if you go north, it will be Hindi. If you go Delhi, it is Hindi. If you go Kolkata, it is Bengali. So now I know Bengali, I know how to read, write, and speak Bengali very well. However, I thought that this is the stage, it's not about only communication, but associating yourself with that sort of people wherein you have a place. You want to create a place. Even though you are not perfect, you want to create a place. And that's why I started with High Court Calcutta, and exactly that made an impact in my life as well. And after that, I relocated to Mumbai. I worked with a lot of US MNCs, 15 years of my life, and that helped me polish the language because it is said that you are the average of five people around you, right? So if you want to learn French, you cannot go in Bengali class or Hindi class or English class. You have to go and sit with French people or people who are ready to speak French with you. That's exactly what happens. Maybe, and having said that, Najma, when we talk about Bangalore, Bangalore is IT hub, right? So there are a lot
Yes.
of people who knows English for sure. But when we talk about North India, so people in northern side of India, they know the language, sure, but only because their family. Okay, so if I talk about my family has always talked in Hindi. My mom, my brother, my sisters, everyone. So they talked in Hindi. Only when I came out in the corporate world, that's where I got an opportunity to, interact with people in English. And that's how I build on the language. But everyone did not get an opportunity. I can understand there are a lot of people who have been working in Indian industry, in banks, in corporates, maybe, a lot of companies are there which are Indian origin. So there also the environment is such that everyone is not talking English. So you have to have a hand holding, a support and accountability. And that's why we are here today and tomorrow as well at the same time, just to let you guys know that we are doing YouTube and Facebook Live on Friday at 3 p.m. Indian Standard Time, wherein we are going to discuss about how English can impact you professionally, and also it can create your respect within your loved near and dear ones as well. Because once you know something which is out of your community, definitely you would be respected more. So, Najma, would you like to? And before that, I would just like to say everyone who all have joined, and thank you, Yuvraj, especially that you are watching the Instagram live. Thank you, everyone. And if you are eager to learn, understand, please do join our Facebook and YouTube live on Friday at 3 p.m. IST. So, Najma, would you like to highlight on this aspect?
Yes, definitely. I would like to tell that the very important aspect what you told is creating an English speaking environment. See, at home we are speaking, we are very comfortable with our native tongue whatsoever. For example, how did I learn so fluent English being born in a Urdu speaking family? In my entire household, there was speaking Urdu, which is very similar to Hindi rather. And in our no, neighborhood, there was Urdu speakers. We used to only communicate with our native or mother tongue. On the only area where we used to speak English was at school. Now, nowadays, students who are lacking English skills, they do not prefer speaking English even in those environments where they can improvise, maybe their schools, their colleges, or at offices. See, other places you are definitely communicating with your native tongue, which is more ease. But wherever you get an opportunity to speak in English, please speak English. See, I'll give you a best example. Like if you want to soar the skies, if you want to fly high like an eagle, you have to befriend eagles. You cannot hang out with pigeons or hens and always think why eagles are not my friends. I always befriended people who speak English. I'll give you my own example from childhood. Maybe I was in third standard, fourth standard rather. I wanted to learn English language. Rather, I had the deep desire to learn English. So I befriended one girl who did not know Hindi or English because she hailed from Tamil Nadu. I do not know how to speak Tamil. So the only medium of communication remained English. So that's why rather my English communication improvised. And then I started my job, which was my first job was with international. So
Mm-hmm.
I got an opportunity to learn American Standard English, and that's how I improvised. And even in my office, even during work or outside my work, also I used to communicate with my colleagues in English only. I got a lot of backlash. That's another story. I got a lot of hate or a lot of bullying for that. But if you keep it that aside, everything was good. Like they used
Mm-hmm.
to give right, if you have haters, that's something good you're doing.
Yes.
So they used to tell me, why being an Indian you always prefer speaking in English? I told, I like English. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I prefer speaking in English, because at home any which ways we are speaking our native language. So someone, I would like to narrate this. It sounds so funny. One person came up to me and asked, "Do you even pray in English?" So that
Mm-hmm.
amount of English I used to speak. Then I told him, "No, we do not pray in English because our prayers are in Arabic language, like how your prayers are in Sanskrit."
Mm-hmm.
So, people have that why this person is speaking so much English. Is she from Oxford? Are you from America? So, all those things they speak. But, you should not give in to those hate comments and you should do your work. Uh,
Correct. I'll tell
Nowadays, that
you.
is what happens. With
Yeah, Najma, I'll
students,
tell
they are
you.
mixing groups. Yes, yes, please go
Sorry to
ahead.
interrupt. I'll just tell you a small story. When we talk
Mm-hmm.
about conversing with your children in native language. So in Kolkata, the native language is Bengali. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
all the parents there communicate with their children in Bengali. So their primary language became Bengali. Very few they talk in English to with their children, and that's how they are also not getting an environment. Now I relocated to Mumbai. 10 years I was in Mumbai, 5 years I was Pune. So the native language, every child knows Marathi in and out. But if you start talking to them in English, they will like, what are you saying? So it is not to disrespect anyone, but The environment that we are providing to our children, the environment that we have at home is how exactly we grew up, right? So if possible, even if you know English or you don't know English, and Nasma, I'll tell you one thing. I was interacting with a couple of students, and they were like, right now it is the age of AI. So AI is there to check noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, everything. And my simple question was, AI is there to write it for you, but is AI there to talk in front, like for you in any of the job interviews or any of the board sessions or any of the meetings? Anywhere. AI is there to give you ideas, to give you content, but you are the one who need to use your voice to utter those statements, right? And luckily, Najma, you and me have both been following Win Jian, who is great
Mhm.
communicator, how to articulate everything. So yesterday, I was following a video of his, which is like many people. So if from the very childhood, if you are not getting that environment, so definitely you are lacking to think in English, right? So there is a connection with your mind and your speech, right? So
Yes.
once you start talking in English, momentarily within a month or so, you will develop a habit of thinking. So if you see someone who can speak fluently English, like me and you and a lot of others who are watching this episode, so the moment we are thinking, similarly within a second, we can speak English as well. But there are a lot of people who will think, take a pause for 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then they will speak. Only because it is not their fault for sure, only because the connection between your mind and your speech is not that strong as it should be, having provided or having got that environment. So that is really crucial, guys. You need to understand that just with 1 month or 2 months of practice, if we are giving you a community to be around, gel around, and just talk to them in English, in the language that you would like to, excel on, you would be remarkable in every sphere of your life. Yes, Najma.
Yes, yes, rightly pointed out. I would like to highlight here one more aspect is, see, now we have to create an environment to talk in English. I have people who always think in their relative language and then translate it to English and then talk. So what happens? The meaning will be lost in translation. And another thing, what they develop is the filler words, because by the time they think, they translate and they speak, they will say and
Like,
also there is
you
the
know,
non-verbal language. Yes, like that.
I
Actually,
need
some
to
words
say,
they. Yes, yes, because at that time the land it is getting processed, the
mhm,
process is completing, and other additionally what happens, their facial expression is they will look at this side or that side, or they look at things unnecessarily, so their facial expression changes, their entire non-verbal communication will be haywire. So this also is the part where you they themselves develop filler words, like and another thing is, since they are habituated with their native tongue, they speak English in that tone, like for
mhm.
example, they drag the words, they drag,
Yeah,
like in English no dragging is not there, mean to say, unnecessarily they are stretching
I
those words
know a
where.
person from, I know a person from Kerala, and he talks like, what, so MTI is there. Every time MTI is
Yes,
there.
yes. Lot of mother tongue influence will happen on the English communication, which sounds so absurd when any foreign people listen to us. Someone who is from UK or US, they have told that, see, Indians don't have accent, but they say you are speaking in Indian accent. Speak in Indian accent. We do
Mhm,
not have Indian accent. We do not have accent. Rather, we speak neutral.
mhm.
So how I am helping any person to better their English is through courses where we have tailor made to their expertise. First, we evaluate where they are, what is that help they need, and we also give them a environment, a community for them to do group discussions, do sessions with us. All our sessions are live, and additionally, we give them assignments which are very easy to complete. We do entire hand holding support. They have to do voice recording, they have to do video recordings, They have to come on, all my sessions are like no recorded sessions as such. And we give us a brilliant community of ours where they have learned, what they have not learned throughout their college or university or even through their profession life. They have learned with me in past 2 3 months. So that's
Mhm.
how I am contributing whatever I have knowledge with me.
So, Najma, I'll tell you one of the important exercises that I did last week with one of my clients who is just in class 12. All right. So, what we do as personalities, what we do is we know about ourselves from people we are surrounded by, maybe our family members or maybe our work colleagues and few friends, which is very rare in today's time. Now, if we are doing good to someone, we are good to them. If we are not being good to them, then we are the most pathetic personality. Now, that's how we create perception about our own self. And we do have time in the entire world to talk to others, but we don't get time to talk to our own self. So I gave this child an exercise of write one page about you, or just one page. And he felt so difficult. He took 2.5 hours and he messaged me after that. It took 2.5 hours for him just to write a one pager on his own self. And I told him specifically it has to be positive, no negative, no feedback, no mama chacha, whatever they tell about you. It is just you, what you feel about yourself, what do you think people feel about you. So that is definitely in our community, that is a character based exercise as well that develops your character as well. Now, once you know about yourself, the best way to start is talk to the mirror. Talk to the mirror. We use it as slang. Talk to my hands. Talk to my hands. No, actually, you need to go ahead and talk to the mirror, and that's what will make you confident. The gestures you will be able to follow, the gestures, the body language, and a lot of things. So, first step is know about your own self, what you want to do, what are you aspiring to be, and that's how the shift happens. So, and one thing I would also like to highlight is success is nothing. If you want to speak successfully, communicate successfully in English, you have to fail a million times. So, what is success? According to me, it's the repetitive failures.
Yes.
That's what success is. So, keep failing, keep learning, and keep growing, keep evolving. And any one of you, if you would like to share your comments or suggestions, anything that you would like to discuss, if you want to be on camera, definitely we can invite you. And Najma, any last words, parting words that
Yes,
you would like
yes.
to share?
See, as you told to write, you gave an activity to the candidate to write about themselves. So this is the main question in interview also. Tell about yourself.
Correct.
And another question is, why should we hire you? So they want to know about you, not what you have mentioned in your resume. So this is the
Mm-hmm.
toughest question where people don't know, they cannot speak 5 sentences about themselves and they don't have their proper eye contact or facial expression and their body language. So I had always been participating in debate competitions, in lot of speaking challenges, and I used to practice everything on mirror because I did
Mm-hmm.
not have much of friends. They were not accessible at that time. So I used to practice how should my posture be, how should my facial expression be, where am I looking. And after much practice, also the first debate was a disaster. I failed drastically. I had so much stage fear. I had nervousness. I had my palms were sweaty. This was during my school days. Then, after much failure, is what I have developed because I didn't know how to hold the mic, how to speak in the mic. Because in mic, my voice sounded so different,
Now we
and
are
there
talking
was so
about now that we are talking about Mike, would you like to share your recent conclave that you did last week?
yes, yes. I have been to a recent. I got an invite for a student conclave which happened in Bangalore, where from throughout India, all graduate students from service industry, that is from aviation, hotel management, event, and another industry which is uh, yes, all four industries they had joined, and I gave a talk in front of 1,000 people, and there were students, their lecturers, and their facilitators, and everything. It was in a very very huge stage, and it was such a good event that I expressed the importance of communication and English as a medium of language, and also grooming. So I gave a presentation, and also ask them to enroll in my course. So I got a very positive response, and the response was so overwhelming that I got multiple registrations for the course as well. So
And
we will
Najma,
teach you.
one thing that I would like to share with people around and whoever will be watching this particular episode. So tell us, how do you teach them communication, or is there any particular pattern that you follow? How much time they have to invest on reading, and are they getting any community out of that? What is the procedure?
Yes, it is a proper structured course where we handhold 1.5 hour of one session. Each session will be of 90 minutes, and we take three such sessions in a week, and total sessions in a month will be 20 hours of exclusive live trainings. This is excluding the assignments we give. We give them, structured material to learn on their own. So we do, and we will give assignment that they have to do it and send it us back. We evaluate them, and we also give them a group where they have to do group discussion. They have to
Mhm.
do audio recording, video recording, and live talks.
And I'll tell
So
you,
that they
Najma,
what they need is, tell me.
yeah, I'll tell you,
Just a minute, I'll
Najma,
finish.
yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yes. So they have to get rid of their inhibitions. They have to overcome their fears, and they have to speak, unapologetic. Like whatever it is, they have to talk it out and let go of all the fears. They have to overcome their own challenges. So we help them, in proper structured communication.
Yeah.
Yes.
And people think that people are there to judge them, right? But no one got the time in entire universe to look at you.
Yes.
Everyone is crazy about their own lives. So don't worry, no one is going to judge you at all. And when we are in a community where people, everyone is in the learning phase, definitely you are going to get a lot of hand holding. And Najma, after our conversation day before and yesterday, I tell you, I talked to a couple of people here in my connections, and they were like, they are getting these courses for a peanut amount in Coursera or Upskill, or a lot of platforms are there wherein it is a recorded course. So now you're going to tell people how this course is going to be different from what is there online through video courses.
See, firstly, human brain is very lazy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Until
I
unless someone push you, you will not even get up. Until unless
Mhm.
you have something important, either a meeting in office or you have a college to attend, you will not wake up from your bed. So it is very
Mhm.
difficult for the human brain to take action unless until someone is there accountable for you.
Mhm.
So if I have a recorded course, which I will do at my own pace, do you think I will have that much of discipline to dedicate some amount of time and open that recorded course and listen to that and learn that? Do you think
I have done
I
a
should
lot of
go and
recorded
learn?
courses. I'll tell you, Najma, I want you to stop. I got a lot of recorded courses from big shot coaches as well, but I was only able to connect with few who were there live, who gave us some task to do, or there was some sort of accountability, because I can't take the names of those mentors. However, I have everything, all the courses backed in my computer and laptops, but rarely used.
Nobody will finish the recorded course. This is the hardcore truth. I know from multiple coaches. Coaches itself have told us do not buy recorded courses because it is same as watching in learning from YouTube.
Yes.
So there was this session which I went and gave in one of the school. You know what? They were not ready for online, and second they told that instead of doing online with you by paying amount, we would rather learn from YouTube. I had two questions for them. If you would have learned from YouTube, why until now you have not learned? This was the question number one. He got offended by this. I didn't know, no offense. See, I was very blunt on this.
Mhm.
If someone is coming to me and telling we will learn from YouTube, why haven't you learned until now? YouTube is there from
Correct.
2004, right?
As
Okay.
coaches, we have
Second
to ask.
question.
As
Yes,
coaches, we
second
have to ask powerful
question.
and exact questions.
Yes, second question I asked was, it is, see, I took a cooking video from YouTube and I cooked that meal. It was a disaster because they did not tell on YouTube how to maintain the temperature. Okay, so it turned out to be a disaster for us because they show in cuts. And it is very good if you watch English learning videos only for reference, not
Mm-hmm.
to actually learn. Then everyone we can become a surgeon, right? By watching surgery videos. It is
Mm-hmm.
only for reference. But when we are unwell, we prefer a good doctor. We will go to the doctor and take the prescription and then take the medication. We will not randomly watch any video and take the medication from that person. So
Mm-hmm.
why, when it comes to learning English, why they want to prefer recorded courses and from YouTube? It is one and the same. I would not recommend though, but if you have financial constraint, definitely. But if finance is not an issue, then definitely come for live sessions. We are not charging much. And nowadays, people will go to a mall to just purchase one item. Like if I want a t-shirt, I will go to a mall. Just by surfing there, I like the t-shirt, then I love the jacket, love the shoes. Then, in that, what is that, eatery, we will eat a lot of things. And end of the day, I feel that I have spent more than 5,000 rupees.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At one day, I have the ability, when I have the spending power, why not I spend on my own self in improvising the skills which are needed for my growth, for my career enhancement.
Mm-hmm.
So try and invest some amount in yourself. So, and buy life courses where you have a good coach where they can do hand holding support and also accountability.
Yes.
So recorded
I'll
courses
tell
I wouldn't.
you,
Yes.
Najma, there are a lot of people who are in this dilemma that I'm not able to spend thousands or this, that. But once they go in coffee shop, at least they go ahead and spend 800 to 900 to 1000 just one day. If they have to go out and take their family for dinner or lunch, they spend out 3,500 to 4,500 rupees in Indian currency. So I would request each one of us is to have a growth mindset. And even though certain investment in my life as well has not been good enough. So when I joined Arfin Khan 5 years back, before that I tried 66 seminars and webinars, and I was all over Mumbai looking for someone to teach me what I want to learn, right? So this is all test and trial, but here we have an expert and she has been teaching a lot of people. So there is a guarantee, and you all have been seeing me everywhere on all the social media as well. So if we are talking, definitely it makes a lot of sense. So I would request each one of you to join our live session on Friday at 3 p.m., where we will tell you about what are the things that is stopping you, what we can do together to excel in your career or in professional life, and from surviving to thriving. One thing that I would like to you to highlight is it will not cost you more than a cup of coffee for a week for sure. So do come join and understand how a person, life person with an accountability, hand holding with the support of group and community, how someone can help you grow, and we will be there to celebrate with you as well. Anything else you would like to share apart from this?
Yes, yes, Jyoti, wonderful. Thank you so much for highlighting this. Actually the importance of live session and importance of a coach. We are all coached by the legend Afin Khan, who is now in Big Boss, and recently got to know that he has become time god.
Hmm. Yes.
Some highest rank he has got there,
First
and he is
time
doing
God.
great. Yes, he is doing wonders there at the Big Boss house, and he has coached us so well that we understand the mind, and then we will hack the mind and then learn. We have developed the growth mindset. Same growth mindset we will impart in our students as well. So join our session, which is live in this Friday, day after tomorrow, which is at 3 p.m. Indian time.
And if
So
you
we
have
will be
any
showing you.
question,
Yes, we will be more emphasis is on English communication, how you can build confidence through English, and how you have to break the previous limiting beliefs that you cannot speak fluently, no matter whichever is your native language, native tongue. This is exclusively for Indian community. Indian, you be a student, be a teacher, be a homemaker, all are welcome. Only the criteria is you should be above age 18, to no matter up to 80. No matter what your age is, come and learn with us. Join this thriving community and learn English, and see the difference in your life. Yes,
yes.
thank you.
And आई वुड लाइक टू ऐड वन मोर थिंग। अगर अचार अपने नेटिव लैंग्वेज में, ठीक है, अगर अचार भी बना के रख दिया ना और बहुत दिन उसको धूप नहीं दिखाया तो वो भी सड़ जाता है। एग्जैक्टली सेम चीज हो रही है हम लोग की इंग्लिश के साथ। इफ यू आर नॉट यूजिंग इट ऑन प्लेटफॉर्म्स दैट इज रिक्वायर्ड, यू आर नॉट शोकासिंग दैट यू नो समथिंग। सो इट इज रियली इंपॉर्टेंट टू शोकास व्हाट यू हैव। क्योंकि कोई माइक्रोस्कोप, तुम्हारा मैनेजर और जो सीईओ और एचओ और एचओडी, कोई माइक्रोस्कोप लेकर नहीं घूम रहे भाई साहब। तुमको वहां पर आना है और बताना है कि दैट आई एम गुड एट इट, एंड इन ऑर्डर टू डू दैट वी बोथ आर देयर टू हेल्प you guys. So do come to understand how we both can work with each other, with you together, and help you grow in your career. Thank you so much for joining. Come tomorrow, same time. And if you have any questions, any one of you, do message Najma or me, and we will be glad to address that in tomorrow's session.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have
Thanks,
a
Najma,
wonderful
for
day. Bye
calling.
bye. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Take care.